What is up, you guys? My name is RVZ and welcome back to Heart of the Woods. Now, I found the last scene. Apparently you had to install a little patch, and it will probably get spicy up in here, so we'll take a look at that. Okay, let's be real here. If you install this patch, you already know what's about to go down, right? I doubt we even have to introduce it. I'm sure Mads is very excited to get to it. Shut up and help me give some context. This scene takes place much closer to the end of the game, so for the most part, we're just going to let you see how it plays out, and hopefully enjoy it for what it is. To keep it simple, things have gotten extremely chaotic since the last scene, and this is the first chance Abigail and I have to be alone in a good long while. Naturally, there's a desire to make use of the time we have to ourselves. Okay, alright, I see what's going on here. Hey, doesn't she interact with the world a bunch in this scene? Physically pick things up and stuff? How can she do that if she's a ghost? The spoilers! Okay. Fucking Tara spoiling everything. Also, we're missing an art set again. In the final version of this scene, Abigail will be wearing a more modern outfit, winter outfit that is, which you'll see in the CG. So for now, just pretend her night gown is something that actually makes sense in cold weather. Now that's out of the way, I hope you're ready to see my best friend get lucky. Tara! Hey, don't mind me, have fun you two. What the okay, alright, this is okay, this is your room. Well, this is a fancy room, this is not anything like the cabin. Alright. When I stepped into my room, I'm greeted with what looks like the aftermath of an outlet store explosion. My clothes are scattered around the room with reckless abandon. In the middle of the bed are my suitcases, open and empty, with their former contents decorating every other surface in the room. Oh, so you're literally back home. Like from the trip, I guess. Okay. Abby is in the center of the room, examining herself in the mirror, as she holds up one of my jackets in front of her. After a moment, she puts it down and grabs a sweater off the floor and repeats the process. As much as I want to stand there and watch her have fun, I assume I need to make my presence known sooner or later. Yeah, she turns with the start and drops the jacket she's holding. Madison, you scared me. Her tone is scolding, but her excited grin betrays her intentions. I can't help staring at her in awe of the sheer positive energy emanating from that smile. Oh right, I do actually have to say something eventually. Sorry, sweetie. I didn't want to interrupt your fun. Okay, alright, they seem to have gotten closer by now, I think. I take a look around the room. She really did manage to get my clothes everywhere. It seems like you've been having a lot of it. Can you blame me? Everything here is so much more exciting than anything I had growing up. I'm sure the colors alone would have been enough to send the village elders into uproar. Probably a little less work to put as well, I assume. She chuckles, absent-mindedly starting to play with a t-shirt she had left on the bed beside her. You have no idea. If I never see a petticoat again, it will be too soon. She looks up from the bed and takes a small step towards me. Your clothes are all so wonderful, but up until now, it's been hard to tell how much of that is the style and how much of that is the woman wearing them. I can feel her face starting to heat up. The way she can say those things so casually still baffles me. With anyone else, I'm sure I'd groan, roll my eyes and move on, but when it's her, I can't help being taken in. Something about her voice fills every cliché with genuine affection. Glad to see this new change hasn't put damper on your rampant flirtation. With you? Never. I closed the door behind me, feeling a renewed need for privacy. It's been a while since we've had some time to enjoy a moment to ourselves, and I can't help wanting to make the most of it. I moved to her side, my quick strides betraying my casual attitude. She warps her arms around me, bringing her lips to mine. The kiss lasts only a brief moment, but it's still as heavenly as every kiss that preceded it. With everything that's happening now, I just wanted to have some time to enjoy myself. Forget about everything hanging over our heads for a moment. You read my mind. Okay, so I guess Maddie and Abigail actually got out of the curse and left the forest, and they're humans again. That's good. Okay. She pulls away to start picking up the remnants of the cloud storm. I don't really mind the mess, to be honest, but she seems to be enjoying herself. I can hear her humming a little tone, some ancient song I could never hope to identify. Just like everything else she does, it makes me smile, makes my heart beat a little faster, makes me fall even more in love. As she works, I move to the window, taking a look outside. The snow is picking up again. Yet another freak storm. I can't believe Tara and Morgan actually went out during this. The mischievous thoughts that entered my head when I shut the door behind me suddenly jumped to my forefront of my mind. The two of them went out. The two of us are here. Alone. Hey, Abigail, you wanna come over here? Yes, I'm not good at this. What the hell? Okay, I was thinking, you know, Tara and Morgan are out of the house right now, so, I mean, we're going to be alone in here for a while. When Abigail speaks again, her lowered voice makes it clear that she's definitely on the same page as I am. Are you perhaps suggesting that we make use of sad time? I mean, moments like this are getting increasingly rare, if you're interested. Okay, when I turn from the window, all I can see is a pink blur before Abigail instantly on me, lips pressed against mine. Her arms wrapped around me, and I feel her tongue pushed inside my mouth, intertwining with mine. The aggression of her movements is surprisingly in the best way possible. And our lips part. I let out a hot breath on the face. Her eyes, half-lipped, stare into mine with an unmistakable hunger. Oh no, oh. Okay, I've been dying to do this since you walked in here. I never would have guessed. She spins me around, lowering me to the ground and dropping down on top of me, pinning my hands to the ground. She kisses me again, her lips push against mine, hard, her tongue once again moving with the same rough vigor. Her lower body grinds against mine, the sensation of a vague rubbing not enough to bring me to any significant pleasure, but enough to turn me on every more than I already was. Her hands move down to start pulling at my clothes. I eventually have to break the kiss for air. She sits up, sliding off her coat slightly to unbutton her top. I raise myself to the floor just enough to get my clothes off with only a minor difficulty. She stares down at me with a piercing gaze, like an animal about to devour her prey. A shiver passes through my body. I feel my crotch starting to tingle, a powerful warmth building quickly. I want to touch her, I want to taste her, I want her in every way. In a way that before I met her, I didn't think was possible. Take everything off, Madison, and do it fast. She stands above me, watching me pull everything off as fast as I can, laying my coat underneath me, not moving to get up. This is okay. There's gonna be some censor above the text. I'm sorry, but this is needed. Okay, so she unbuttons her shirt enough to free her breasts and then stops to slide off her skirt. She's not wearing any underwear. Oh, okay. As I stare up at her and slide off my leggings, a thought suddenly occurs to me. Shouldn't we, move to the bed? I don't want to wait that long. My heart pounds even faster. I had no idea she could be like this. I love it. Oh god, what? Okay, she kneeled on top of me, her knee between my legs. I start to grind on it almost instinctively, each movement bringing sweet relief to the burning sensation spreading throughout my entire lower body. As I move, she looks down at my face with a strange expression, like she's thinking about something. I want to say something, but my attention is too focused elsewhere to vocalize anything beyond gasps. Medicine, I hate to be selfish, but I force myself to start grinding for a moment, looking up at her expectantly. What is it? There's something I'd like you to do for me, if you don't mind. Anything. Abigail pulls her leg out from between mine to scoot her body forward along my chest until her crotch rests at my chin. I think I know what she's asking. I want you to the burning sensation intensifies. My hand starting to drift towards my please. Oh god, what? Okay, Abigail smiles and raises up slightly, moving forward to hover above me. I can see her noticing for the first time that her thighs are shaking slightly as she slowly lowers down on top of me. I part my lips, slightly ready for her. Her whole body shudders on top of me, and I reach up with my free hand to grab her tight and steady. With my other, I trace tiny circles around my... Okay, joining... what the fuck? Medicine. She reaches out and grabs the foot of the bed to steady herself as I start to move faster, pausing at the end of each sweep to twirl my tongue around for a split second before starting again. Each time I treat it to a sharp gasp and a low moan as I hit the mic, but don't worry about that because it's fine, and she holds the one above me. But each one serves to amplify the pleasure I feel as I run a finger up and down the length of... Okay, hold on a sec. This is getting out of hand, okay? This is getting out of hand. Okay, let's move on. All that exists is this shared feeling. Her and me. I'd given anything to make it last forever. Unfortunately, one little thing gets in the way. I do need to breathe. I pat her leg a few times, shaking her out of her afterglow for a moment. Medicine, is something wrong? Looking down, she quickly realizes what my signal means. Oh, I'm so sorry. She quickly raises herself off me, and I gulp in a few deep breaths, my body rattling as the cold air mixes with the warm, tingling sensations. Are you okay? More than okay, I feel amazing. I give her a warm smile, and the worry on her face melts away almost instantly. She leans down to give me a quick kiss before helping me to my feet. I reach out and grab the back of the bed to steady my shaking legs. I can't help but feel a little satisfied with myself when I see that she's doing the same thing. Thank you, Medicine. That was... Her face scrunches slightly as she struggles to think of the right word. It's adorable. That was incredible. Well, I mean, there's not much you can do if you've got the proper motivation, right? I really need to dial it back. I'm starting to sound like Tara. She still laughs despite the cheesiness. It's a warm sound, instantly putting any awkwardness to rest. I'd kiss you for that, if I wasn't about to collapse. I don't suppose you'd mind if we move to the bed before you continue your flirting. Please. We both shakingly climb into bed, throwing the covers over ourselves and snuggling up against each other, the fading warmth of the afterglow revitalized by our shared body heat. I have to say, I'm a little surprised to see that side of you. From what I can tell, it seemed like a good surprise. I turn away, embarrassed. Her soft lips brush my cheek to coax me back towards her. I try to hold my ground, but a series of light picks and nuzzles eventually overwhelmed my defenses. Turning back to her, I let her bring our lips together again. The kiss feels slightly muted, my tongue and lips still a bit numb from the exertion, but the warmth behind it is unmistakable. I love you. I love you too, Madison. And not just because of what you did for me. Well, that's a relief. After a moment of silence, we both started to giggle in unison at our unified, terrible senses of humor. I pull her to my chest and she nuzzles into me, letting out a concerned sigh as I warp my arms around her. Someday, we'll be able to do this anytime we want, without having to worry about any of this craziness. I'd love that, more than anything. We lie in silence, both contemplating the bright future, the growing storm outside, seeming more and more distant with each passing moment. Looking forward has been a source of anxiety for me for as long as I can remember, but lying here with her like this makes it comforting for the first time. Thinking about the future is actually making me happy. As long as the future is one with her, it's all I need. Okay. That... Looks like you made it to the end of the demo. We hope you... Okay, we saw this already. Yep. As a reward, yep, we saw all this. Okay. Alright. I wasn't expecting such lewdness, but it was kinda cute. I mean, the writing in this game is... man, it's really good. Everything is so detailed. I would give 10 out of 10 to the writers of Art of the Woods. Anyway guys, that's everything I've got to show you. It kinda got a bit out of hand, but okay, we made it to the end. Anyway, I'm excited for the game to be released by the end of 2018. But well, till then, I can only wait. So let me know what you guys think about this episode in the comment section below. If you actually enjoyed the video, give it a like, don't forget to subscribe if you're new. And as always, I hope to see you again.